shareholders, directors, and employees of Anglo-Asian Mining. It's a distinct honor and a great pleasure to welcome you to the inauguration of Gedabey mine and celebration of the first production of gold in this republic. It's also incumbent upon me to especially thank Mr. President for taking your precious time to come this long way to give us the honor for launching the first production of gold in Gedabey region. Mr. President, the mine you just inaugurated is one of the 9 properties that are licensed to Anglo-Asian Mining under production sharing agreement. Agreement was signed between our investment group services and the government of Azerbaijan in 1997 and ratified by the parliament of this country in 1998. Much of the last 10 years has been difficult times for mining industry. The decade started with the collapse of gold price and loss of millions of jobs and the closing of mines around the world. But we were able to overcome those challenges and obtain the investment needed, and finally we have this excellent facility. In 2005, the stock of this company was floated in London Stock Exchange. We became a public company, name changed to Anglo-Asian Mining plc, and raised additional capital which was invested for exploration and development of Gedabey mine. It's important to note that Anglo-Asian Mining is the first and still the only company on the London Stock Exchange to have been valued only based on its asset in Azerbaijan Republic. This is clear evidence and testament that Western and international market have full confidence in your leadership and the economic stability of this country, where foreign investment are protected by law and enjoy the full support of the government. We have completed our project here in Gedabey, which will produce significant quantities of gold, silver, and copper for many years, and we will continue our exploration and development so we can increase both level of production and life of the project. So far, millions of dollars have been invested in these mines under the PSA, including in Ordubad area. Of course, the majority of the investment has been allocated to this particular mine. We are very hopeful that by the end of this year, we can submit to the government for development of 2 new projects. And soon after, we plan to start the development activities. During the construction period, we have employed 400 people, which 180 of them from Gedabey region only. All of the workers have been provided with appropriate safety equipment and necessary training. This facility will be run 24 hours a day and in 3 shifts. At full operation, we will have 480 employees, mostly from this region. At present, 5 of our operational supervisors are foreign expatriates, but we plan to set up continuous training program for local staff that will eventually replace the foreign with nationals and manage our future mining facility in other regions under their management. Mr. President, I can proudly say that our national management group is capable to operate and manage any mine anywhere around the world. The health and safety of the workers have been our priority during the construction and will be throughout the operation. We have health, safety, and environmental team that provide training for the employee and monitor the work during construction and operation. Full medical facilities available for our staff on the site full-time. The heap leach and entire facility have been constructed in accordance with the highest international environmental and safety standard, and we expect to be certified by international auditor by this summer. As part of our corporate social responsibility, our company is fully committed to engage, develop, and implement community development program in Gedabey region. These benefits goes beyond the employment opportunity that our mining operation provides. The whole community directly benefits from our investment in Gedabey. In this regard, and with full cooperation of the local government, we have undertaken several projects during last year. Full internet facility has been made available for Gedabey community. A total of 4 kilometers of pipe have laid to provide drinking water for the people of Arikdam and Madan Mahalla. Constructed a bridge in Arikdam. With the assistance of USAID, we have provided in various locations beekeeping training and producing facility in this region. Repair of 2 kilometers of key road in Söğütlü and Agamali region. We will expand our community development project starting in July 2009 and will focus our attention on skill training and assisting small businesses to improve their business and create employment opportunities. Mr. President, the vision and leadership and the oil strategy of national leader of Azerbaijan has presented this country as one of the major producers of oil and gas to the world. This ceremony today will present to the world that Azerbaijan is not only an oil and gas producing country, but will be a significant producer and exporter of gold, silver, copper, molybdenum, and other precious metals. We are certain that in very near future, mining will have a very positive impact on the growing economy of this country under your leadership. We all remember the phrase that national leader, late President Aliyev, always used. The economically prudent and strong country is able to do everything. I remember well the day that I signed this agreement and the late President Aliyev honored us with his presence at the signing ceremony. And we are all grateful for your hard work and support that made his vision reality. Mr. President, during the last few years, we have witnessed in this country one of the fastest growing economies. We have also seen the beautification of the capital and all the cities. And also the construction of roads, highways, power generation plants, BTC pipeline, hospitals, schools, sport complexes, and much more. None of this would have been possible if it were not for the vision and the effort of country's two leaders, the national leader Heydar Aliyev and you, Mr. President. I would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to you for creating an environment where companies like ours can invest in the future of the country, where the prosperity, strong economy, freedom, and territorial integrity can be guaranteed for future generations. President Heydar Aliyev recognized that resource and technology from around the globe were needed to accomplish his goal of developing the country's resource, and therefore welcome foreign investments and support of foreign companies like ours. And now you, Mr. President, are following those policies to create a modern and powerful country that would be ready for the challenges of the 21st century. We all know that these accomplishments have not been easy tasks and are not over. We also know that achieving the worthy cause comes always with risk and pain. But we know that you, Mr. President, will persist and you will become even more creative and diligent and you will prevail. I would like to conclude my remarks by thanking the government agencies that have particularly been instrumental in completion of this project, namely the Cabinet of Ministers, the Ministry of Ecology and Natural Resources, Ministry of Taxation, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Energy and Industry, the Custom Committee, and the governors of Gedabey and Shamshir. Last but not least, my special thanks goes to the International Bank of Azerbaijan and its dedicated staff for providing us with financing and banking support which aided the completion of this project. Mr. President and distinguished guests, thank you again for making the long trip to participate in our inauguration ceremony.